I was drafted in 2007. I was drafted 50th overall in the supplemental first round by the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Tohle je Wes Roemer, který byl draftován Arizonou Diamondbacks v prvním kole.
That year, the #1 draft pick was David Price. I had played with him the year before on Team USA, 2006 Olympic team there.
It started with the first overall pick out of Vanderbilt, David Price.
A hitter's nightmare. Swing and a miss. He got him on strikes.
The pick behind me was Jason Donaldson was in there. Arrieta was in that group. Todd Frazier was in my group as well.
Later in that round, the Giants snagged left-hander Madison Bumgarner, who's already helped them win 3 World Series titles, including his 2014 World Series MVP performance.
Madison Bumgarner, definitely. And that was pretty cool because where I was at in High A, we actually played against the Giants High A team in San Jose. So I got to face off against Kane, I got to face off against Bumgarner, I got to face off against Pablo Sandoval and Buster Posey. And you see a lot of big names. My favorite part of minor league ball was watching Paul Goldschmidt and Giancarlo Stanton hit BP. Paul Goldschmidt, because we were visitors at Jacksonville, just hit balls over the scoreboard. I'm like, okay, let's see what this Giancarlo guy can do, and just hitting him 100 feet farther than him. It's like, oh, okay, like there's some good boys out there. So yeah, it's been a lot of big names my draft year, but I remember #1 was David Price that year, and there were a bunch of really good arms right after him, yeah.
Roemer tedy vydržel 6 směn, nedostal jediný bod.
It's been a fun ride coming from my first year of overseas balls to now being a manager, and it's taken a good 9-10 years, but I mean, I like to talk to some of my buddies now. Since college, I've almost spent more time in Europe than I have in the USA, so I almost consider myself European and almost Czech now. It's my 7th year in the country, and I'm enjoying it. And the guys are treating me like family, and I couldn't be happier. I wouldn't be anywhere else if I had the choice. My biggest thing is staying present and not living too much in the past and moving forward. And the way I like to think of it is, if I had made it to the big leagues, I maybe not would have been here, and I may not have met some of these amazing guys that I get to work with. Names like Ben Morgan, David Krejcik, Max Preda, Max Lukas. You know, even Lukas Erkli. I never would have probably met him. Like Max Preda, who's in the States. Like, we have so many good players around me that it's, you know, I feel blessed sometimes that, you know, maybe God chose a different path for me. Maybe there's another reason for me to be doing something outside of Major League Baseball. And I had a great career. Like I was a 3-time All-American at Fullerton. I was National Player of the Year. You know, I made Team USA. I was a starting pitcher then. The rotation was Price, Roemer, Arrieta. You know, I had my accolades, and I think not making the hardest thing to do, in my opinion, be a professional baseball player, not making it brought me here. And now I get a second chance of doing something else that I love. I get to be out on the field every day. I show up 6, sometimes 7 days a week. I'm working 8 hours a day, and it doesn't feel like work to me. Maybe I'm a little beat up at the end of the day, but I wouldn't choose this life over anything else. Yeah.